Hello students, hope you all are doing well. In our last video, we have learned about comparing two fractions. And today we'll be learning how to compare more than two fractions or how to order them. To understand the concepts completely, do watch it till the end. So let's get started. Now say if you have like fractions or fractions with same denominator, say 6, 7, 3, 7 and 5 sevens. Now, since the denominators are same, so we simply compare numerator. As we can see, 3 is the smallest numerator, so we can say that 3, 7 is the smallest fraction. Same way, 6 is the greatest numerator, so 6, 7 would be the greatest fraction. Same way, we can also order these fractions. So, let's order these from smallest to greatest. So since we need to order these from smallest to greatest, so definitely 3 comes first, then we have 5 and then 6. So which means 3, 7 and then 5, 7 and then 6, 7. So this is how we order fractions with the same denominators. Now let's check how we can compare or order the fractions with same numerators and different denominators. So these models will help you in understanding it more better. Now in the first model, as you can see, one part is shaded out of 9. In the second model, one part is shaded out of 8 parts. In the third model, one part is shaded out of 7. And same as in the last one part is shaded out of 6 total parts. So we can clearly see the total parts are becoming lesser, so the fractions are getting greater. So which means that 1/9 is the smallest. If we need to order from least to greatest, so of course we have to put 1/9, which is the smallest. Then we have 1/8, then we have 1/7, and then 1/6. So this is how we order the fractions with the same numerators and the different denominators. Now let's see how we can order unlike fractions by using common denominators. Now say if we need to order the fractions 1/6, 5/12, 2/3 and 1/4. Now all the denominators are different, so we have to make them same. Now to make the denominators same, what we need to do is we have to find the least common multiple, or which is also called as least common denominator. So let's find out the prime factors for all the denominators. So for 6, it's 2 and 3. For 12, it's 2 times 6 and it can further be split into 2 and 3. So the prime factors of 12 would be 2, 2 and 3. And for 3, since the prime factor is just 3 itself. And for 4, it would be 2 and 2. Now just make sure whenever you are writing the prime factors, write all the factors or all the similar factors below each other so that it would be easier for us to find out the least common multiple or to group them. Like that. Now we can simply group all the same prime factors. So like here we have this 2. We have all these 3 and then this 2. So find the product of all these common prime factors. We'll get 12. So that means our least common multiple or the least common denominator is 12. Now after finding the least common denominator, we have to make all the denominators of the given fractions as 12. So like for the first fraction 1/6, now how we can write as the denominator equals to 12. So how can we make that 6 as 12? So we multiply 6 by 2, and same thing we have to do with the numerator. So we get 2 out of 12. Same way, we take another fractions and make the denominators equal to 12. Now in the second fraction 5 twelfths, we already have the denominator 12. So we know that 12 times 1 is equals to 12. So that becomes 5 out of 12. The third fraction is 2/3, and to make 3 as 12, we need to multiply 3 by 4, and we have to multiply numerator by 4 as well. So that becomes 8 out of 12. And for the last fraction, 1/4, we have to make 4 equals 12. So we know that 4 times 3 equals 12. So we multiply 1 by 3 as well. So that becomes 3 over 12. Now we have the fractions 1/6, 5 twelfths, 2/3, and 1/4. And we have converted that into the fraction with the denominator 12, or equals to the fraction with denominator 12 as 1/6 as 2 twelfths, 5 twelfths as 5 twelfths, 2/3 as 8 twelfths, and 1/4 as 3 twelfths. Now since we have all the denominators same, so we need to compare the numerators and order them. So to order from least to greatest, first we do 2, then we have 3, then 5, and then 8. Or in other words, we have 2 twelfths, 3 twelfths, 5 twelfths, and 8 twelfths. So to order the original fractions, 2 twelfths is same as 1/6, 3 twelfths is same as 1/4, 5 twelfths is same as 5 twelfths, and 8 twelfths is same as 2/3. So this is how we order unlike fractions. Now let's try one more example. Say we have the fractions 1/3, 2 9ths, 7 18ths, and 3 6ths. Now we find the prime factors for all the denominators so that we can get least common multiple. So for 3, we know it's just be a 3. For 9, it's 3 times 3. For 18, it's 2 times 9. And 9 can be further split into 3 and 3. Then we have 6, so for that it's 2 and 3. So let's write down all the denominators and write the prime factors for each denominator. So it's just be a 3. For 9, we have 3 times 3. For 18, we have 3 times 3 times 2. And for 6, we have 3 times 2. And to find out LCM, now we can simply group all these. So 3, then another 3, and then we have 2. So 3 times 3 times 2, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. So that means our LCM is 18. Now we have to write the denominators of all given fractions in terms of 18. So 1/3 equals what out of 18? So we know that 3 times 6 is 18. So times 6, so that becomes 6 out of 18. For 2 9ths, we know that 9 times 2 is 18. So 2 times 2 is 4. So that would be equals to 4 out of 18. Then we have 7 out of 18. So 18 times 1, and then same, we have to multiply 7 times 1. So that becomes 7 out of 18. And then 3 6. So 6 times 3 is 18. That means 3 times 3 will give us 9. So that becomes 9 out of 18. So now we have the fraction 6 18ths in terms of the denominator 18, 4 18ths, 7/18 and 9/18. So that means we have the same denominator, so we can simply compare the numerators and write them in order. So that would be 4/18, 6/18, then we have 7/18 and 9/18. So this is the order of these fractions from least to greatest. So that means 4/18 is same as 2/9. 6/18 is same as 1/3. 7/18 is same as 7/18. And 9/18 is same as 3/6. Now let's quickly try out some of these problems. In the first one, as we can see, denominators are same, so that means we can easily order these from least to greatest just by checking the numerators. So less the numerator, of course, that would be the smallest. So that means 1/10 is the smallest. And we can see 5 is the greatest numerator. That means 5/10 is the greatest fraction. So we have 1/10, then we have 4/10 and 5/10. Same way in the second one. We have the different denominators and the same numerators. So as we know, more the value of the denominator, lesser the fraction it would be. So it means that since 11 is the greatest denominator in this one, that means this would be the least fraction. So first we have 5/11, then 5/9, 5/8, and then 5/6. So we have to arrange all the denominators from greatest to least if we need to order any fraction from least to greatest. In the third question, as we can see, we have unlike fractions, so we have to make the denominator same by taking the least common multiple or least common denominator. So we can simply find out prime factors for all the denominators. So this would be 2 times 5. This would just be a 5. And then for 15, we can split that into 3 and 5. And then for 20, it's 5 and 4. And then since 4 is a composite, so we can again split that into 2 and 2. Now, let's quickly write down all the prime factors. So for 10, it's 2 times 5. For 5, it's just be a 5. For 15, it's 3 times 5. So let's write down 3 over here. And for 20, it's 5 times 2 times 2. Now we can quickly group them, all the common factors. So 2. Then we have this 5. Then we have this 3. And then this 2. And then we just multiply all these together. So 5 times 2, 10. 10 times 3 is 30. And 30 times 2 is 60. So our least common multiple is 60. Now we can make all these denominators equals to 60, which is our least common multiple. So for the first one, 7/10, we know that 10 times 6 is 60. So we also multiply numerator by 6 as well. So that becomes 42 over 60. Same way in the second one. 5 times 12 is 60. So 4 times 12 gives us 48. So that would be equals to 48 out of 60. In the third one, 4/15. So 15 times 4 is 60. So 4 times 4 will gives us 16. So that becomes 16 over 60. And in the last one, 20 times 3 is 60. So 9 times 3 is 27. So now we have the fractions 42 out of 60, 48 out of 60, 16 out of 60, and 27 out of 60. Now let's order them from least to greatest. So we have 16 is the smallest, then we have 27, then we have 42, and then we have 48. In other words, 16 over 60, 27 over 60, 42 over 60, and 48 over 60. Now let's write down the original equation accordingly. So 16 out of 60, for that we have like a 415 as an original fraction. Then 920 is the original fraction of 2760, and 710 is the original fraction of 42/60th, and 4/5 is the original fraction of 48/60th. So this is how we order unlike fractions. Thanks for watching. If you are finding my tutorials helpful, do not forget to share, like, and comment. And if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe so that you may get the notifications for new videos. See you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, and stay healthy.